So hello everyone, welcome back to the Python Complete course. In the previous lecture, we learned about strings, string method, escape sequence, and build up password distance checker. So today we are going to learn conditional statements. Means conditional statement means if else. Let's take an example. Imagine you are building an ATM. If the pin is correct, the ATM lets you continue. Otherwise, it displays an error. Or think about a traffic signal. If the light is green, means you can go. If the light is yellow, slow down. But if the light is red, means stop. This kind of decision making is done using conditional statements. Means if you see traffic signals and ATM machines, this the, these are caused by conditional statements. Now come to topic first if statement. We will learn that since yesterday class. If statement. The if statement executes a block of code only when the condition is true. Means if statement is it means if a statement if it executes a block of code when the condition is true. Now let's take syntax of if statement. If here you can write condition and then here statement. This is the format of statement, if statement. Now let's take an example. Age is equal to 20. If age greater than 18, print what value no. This is one live example of if statement. Here you see here age is 20 and I have given the condition here the age is greater than 18 or equal to 18. So that's why here it prints you are eligible to vote. Now let's take another example. Let's marks equal to 90. If mark greater than equal to 50, print excellent. Here you see excellent is the output because here I give marks equal to 19 and here I give the condition is greater than 80 and equal to 80. So the marks is 90, so that's why here excellent is the output. Now understand about if else statement. If else statement means when there are two possible outcomes use if else. Means if there's two possible outcomes, then we use if else statement. Let's try the syntax of if else statement. If condition, one statement, not else. In else, we don't use any condition. Statement. This is the syntax of if else condition. Now let's age is equal to int input input row age. If age is equal to greater than 18, then print eligible to vote. But else here I didn't give any condition because else we don't give any condition, but we give statement print not eligible. There you see I have to enter the age. Let's take 17. Then the output is not eligible. Now again, enter the age is 20. You see eligible to vote. Means here you see the example of if else statement. Means first I give here age or take input from user by the input form. Then I put here if the here condition is greater than equal to 18, then statement print eligible to vote, and then else, and then the statement. We don't use any condition in else statement. Again, another example. Now is to print input enter row marks. If marks is greater than equal to 90, then print excellent else in notebook. Now it's okay. Enter marks. Let marks equal to 67. Here you see not good is output. But if I enter the marks above 90 or 91, 90 or 91, let's take 90, that is printed excellent. Means I have given here if first I write if, then here if condition marks is equal to greater than 90, there here print statement, then else, and here I give any condition, then the statement, that print statement. Now come to the if, elif, and else statement. When the multiple possible outcomes or multiple conditions, then you if elif else statement means here you see there is two conditions. First one is greater than equal to marks equal to 90 and then else statement. There are two conditions, but if there are multiple conditions, then we use if else statement of if else if condition then statement if condition again statement else again condition in here. This is the format of if else statement. Now let's take example mark equal to input enter marks. Then I have to write here conditions marks greater than equal to 90 and then road valid marks greater than equal to 75 then print road B marks greater than equal to 60 then print 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 B else print. Here I have to enter marks let's take this 76 then grade B. Here you see the example. Here I have written if statement. If condition their marks is 90 greater than equal to 90, then statement. Here also elif. Then I use elif here. I given here condition then statement. Here also elif I have used. Then give condition. Then I have printed the statement. Again, I have used elif and here I give condition, then I give statement, and in the last I use else. So that's the format of if elif else statement. By using take any grade like T, then use grade A. Again, let's say 34, but you see fail. Again, I have 56. Let's the grade is grade D. This is the if else statement. Now go to the nested if statement. I hope you understand this. Now nested statement. Nested if statement. It means an if statement inside another means nested if statement. Means if a statement inside another if statement means I have given the if statement in if statement again I give if statement like let's take the form if condition here I give if again then condition. This form is called nested if statement. First, here I give if statement only, then I use if else statement, and in if statement I give if with condition, then the statement in second line I give statement. But here I have given if then condition, and again the place of statement I give here again if and condition. So that's called nested if statement. Now let's take example. Yes, is equal to input interface citizen is equal to input if it's greater than to 18. Now again if citizen equals to yes, then print eligible to vote else print only English citizen can vote. Now here the first equals condition to end here then print not eligible. Here I use again if it statement because here are two conditions. Here first is enter your age, then the citizen. I have to verify it is a Indian citizen or not. So that's why I did if statement, then again if else statement. Now that the is let's take 49. Oops, interval 23. Then are you here the question, are you an Indian citizen? Yes. Then eligible to vote. That is if I put no, then it gives only Indian citizen can vote. By this question you understand the if nested if statement. Now let's take a very important question, or you can say You can say match case statement. Now match case statement. Match case. Match case is similar. Match case is similar to the switch statement in other languages. Means in Python we use match cases, but in another language like Java, C, and C++, in C we use match case as a switch statement. Now let's take match case example. Let's say today is equal to input enter day number 167 1 case 1 in Monday Tuesday is 3 Friday Saturday. Yes, now I will put a case number here. Can invalid day. Now this code, let's take this code. Enter the day number. Means I have to write 1 to 7 day number. Let's take 5, then it will print Friday. Here you see the Friday is printed, or here you see Friday is the output. By this you can check your day, or by this switch case statement take you can make any calendar you can make by using this. I hope you understand the match case statement. Match case is similar to switch statement. Here you see in if else condition I use here if there are various or multiple condition. Here I use if else conditions. Here you see I use here if else condition. But here I use match case because but also you can by using if-elif statement you can also make this question. But match case is simple for this type of questions. In the last, you see here I give case underscore. Here I didn't give any conditions. Means I give, let's take, I give here 65, 584. Then I enter. That's printed invalid day because there are only seven conditions. If I give among seven of them different, then it will print invalid day. Automatically, the output will be invalid day. So that's why I have put a condition that is null, or you can say invalid. I hope you understand about if statement and else statement and if else statement and if else statement. Here you see I put it here if is used to execute a block of code that is true. Here you see if a statement, then I use if else statement, if else statement, else statement used when two possible outcomes are there. But if else statement used when the multiple conditions are there, then we use if else statement. I here use the if else statement because there are five conditions. So that's why I use if else statement. Nested nested if statement. I use the format of nested if statement is if condition, then if again if condition. In here, I have to put here statement, but I have put here again if conditions. This is nested if. Here you see example of nested if statement. Here I use if statement, then again I use here if conditions, then else, and then in the last else. And here I use match case statement. Match case is similar to switch statement. Let's take one last example for today. Marks equals to input interview marks 0 to 100 if marks is greater than equal to 100 or marks 0. Where I have to write 0 then print invalid and if marks greater than 30 print grade A plus again if marks greater than 30 3 can print grade A. I have put as well equals then here I have put A 70 grade B greater than or equal to 16 grade C value greater than 50 then 3 grade D value max 50 in grade E. Then in the last we say else and grade F means fail. Now let's check it works or not. Let's enter marks 0 to 11. Here you see means fail. I have given here the last marks is 40, then the E grade is considered. Or other marks are below 40, it will be failed. Here I put here 16, then it will be grade C. Here I put it grade C. Now let's 89, then it gives A plus. 89, sorry, above 90 it will be or 90 it will give A plus. By this you can check your marks or any marks by using if-elif-else statement. You can do any type of questions or give any multiple conditions. So that's all for today. What I have taught again, I have teach again. So that's all for today. So in the next class we will teach we will learn another topics in the next class. Thank you.